we're back and welcome to episode 5 of the JackedDad series, where I show you everything I'm doing to try to build some lean muscle in and around dad life. Now today I'm taking you through a dirty bulk day of eating, where I'll try and eat in a way that I used to eat when I was trying to build muscle in the past. A little bit sloppy rather than reserved and controlled, accepting of extra fat gain, irrespective of how I feel. So, buckle up, get ready to see me eat more food than I'll probably feel comfortable with, and I'll tell you how I feel at end of the day. Right, so the premise behind a dirty bulk is essentially get your calories in as often as possible, in whatever quality of food as possible, give a flying fuck where they come from or how much fat you gain alongside the muscle. What time is it now? It'd help if I checked before I did these. It's roughly 7:30. Jem and Max are getting ready for school this morning. I'm about to get ready for a full day of calls. I've got calls with my current clients. I have them with them once a month where we just go through how everything's been. We have a little bit of a catch up. I then point them on in the right direction with some new targets or some key things that they need to think about for that week that's coming up. I've got a call with another lad that's looking to sign up. I've got some programming to do, and then I pick Max up at 3 o'clock. So, first meal. I'm gonna go with an old favourite, absolutely bummed cereal. So this morning, with me cracking on with work, I don't really want a big meal. I'm gonna go for double cereal. I'm gonna go Crunchy Nuts with Choco Hoops, biggest bowl I can have, 2 scoops of protein, simple. Excuse me, that were a burp. Hey, workday begins. Room's a little bit of a mess in it. We go on holiday in 3 weeks, but maybe for the first time in my life. Jem is prepared, but clothes are getting ready. Just more so, we're off for 10 days and a little bit of me wants to make sure I have enough nice clothes for 10 days. I got new trainers. Now, I like a good trainer, me. However, there's a part in my brain that remembers how much I could maybe get like a pair of decent Air Max 90s or Air Max 1s. Even I got a pair of New Balance that's 1600s. Maybe 11 years ago, they were like 60 or 70 quid. That same pair of New Balance, £220 or something fucking ridiculous now for the exact same shoe. But these, I've got a pair of Dunks as well. I like a pair of Dunks as a smarter or not a smarter shoe. Yeah, a smarter shoe I suppose, but I like them. These were only 45 quid, these. Nike Initiator for anybody looking for a pair. I've got a few different colourways. Anyway, I've got myself 4 white chocolate digestives. We're going to go with Elite Tier biscuits. I got myself a banana because I'm not going to move from my desk now until 12 o'clock. It's 10 to 9. I might have done bodybuilders a disservice in that last one. I think that's probably just the intro I had to dirty bulking as a concept though. Some overfat tit who would call himself a bodybuilder but probably never got on stage in his life, and if he did get on stage he didn't look much good for it. How I feel like today will go, I've got one idea, because this is how it's been in past. I'm gonna always feel like I'm eating. I'm probably by the end of the day gonna feel like dirt as well. Now when we think about this from an actual building muscle perspective, those two things are horrendous to be honest. Like feeling like shit across your day, number one. If you think that you want to perform well in gym, you want to perform well for dad life, we want to prioritise nutrients. We want to prioritise not feeling like shite. We want to prioritise a good structure across his day. So as much as this might seem fun, and this is where I will go in with my earlier point, as much as it might seem fun, when you're also eating in a way that I could have a couple of these anyway. I don't need to eat 4, but that's probably what I would have done in past, would be like to overdo the little choices. I've eaten pizzas, I've had meal deals, that they would be included with normal eating. So the concept of this today isn't exciting. It's just the old brain would be like, oh, you get to eat what you want. It's like, yeah, but I now know that when I eat what I want, like when I eat what I want, when I think about, fuck it, I'll have that, I don't feel good for it. It's just more of a novelty day. But the other element to this, which is the bigger one from a muscle building perspective, as well as not having the energy which will flow into performance and dad life, which again, if you're a bit more knackered, not training and recovering well from your gym work, you're not going to build as much muscle. But you are also not going to build any extra muscle for the extra calories that you consume, for the extra pounds that you gain. So let's say I gain £2 in a month and my gym work's progressing perfectly. I'm steadily increasing the weight or the reps. I'm growing. Let's say I add £2 a week, but I'm still adding the same amount of weight across a month. I'm not adding any extra muscle for that. I'm just adding extra fat and feeling shit for it. So the old dirty bulk concept and almost like disregarding the size of the calorie surplus that we're in, flawed, and often just an excuse to be a pig for people that are then going to go into a dieting phase where they'll batter themselves, eat no sauces, eat no taste, eat the same meals 6 times a day. And because I know that I'm not doing that, and I'm going to start a mini cut tomorrow. So if you are following along with this series, tomorrow I'm moving to a mini cut. I'm going to try strip a little bit of fat off for 3 weeks before we go on holiday. And then I'm going to move on from there.
Like accurately kind of assess your goals, accurately assess what
What a sarnie. Best flavour grenade bar, 647 calories, which is sound to be fair because it is also 40 grams of protein. 40 grams of protein, it's pretty solid as far as a meal for bulking would go. In the interest of getting calories in, I'm going to get some shit. Typical one would be peanut butter and honey sarnie with butter. So that's what I'm going to have. We've got some strawberry fizzy laces in there and I'm going to have them as well because I'm hungry. Why not? Calories, bulking bro. Sorry about lighting, but let's actually do a little bit of fucking helpful stuff. Probably say that most lads could do with doing this, is get lean first. Diet the body fat off that you have. Even if you're a little bit worried that you don't have much muscle right now, or even if you just want to look more muscular, if you're carrying layers of body fat, you can't see clear outlines of abs, you don't have definition to your triceps when you flex, as an example, you've got excessive amounts of hip fat, I would say you do not need to be thinking about a building phase right now, about any kind of muscle gaining. You need to be dieting that body fat off and getting yourself into a position where you can then see the shape you have clearly, and you can then build muscle on top of that without gaining too much fat too quickly. If you start a diet from a body composition you're not comfortable with, you're probably going to be at a point in 6 weeks where you think, fuck this, I need a diet again. Commit hard to that diet. Be comfortable with thought of maybe being, look at all that peanut butter, maybe being skinnier than you've been in past, smaller in your clothes, but looking fucking brilliant out of them. That is your next step because that is going to tee up a very good gaining phase. This. No jiu-jitsu, so we didn't go for cake, which means I've got to come home and have the cheesiest, mayoiest tuna pasta your eyes ever did see, which I'm glad of, to be honest, because we're going to have a cake. Shut up. Get on with water and you stick bugs.
Get on your video.
I'm about, I feel like I'm on cusp of doing smelliest, sloppiest poo you've ever known in your life. My belly's not doing too well.
Why?
Because I've eaten just like whatever food I could today.
Why?
Because when Daddy were a bit younger, this is what I'd have done to try to smash some muscles on. Do you think that's a smart idea?
No.
What, eating anything and everything? Why do you think it's not a good idea?
Because
It's not that healthy. What might happen as well if you just eat everything?
Get fat.
Mate.
And then die if you get too fat.
Get fat and die if you get too fat. Nailed it. So yeah, I'm already feeling a little bit meh from it.
Do you like my cardboard car?
Do you like Max's cardboard car?
It's got a steering wheel.
It's got a steering wheel and it's got
Turrets.
little guns coming out up front of it.
And sit in it.
Comment below if you like Max's little car. Just make sure you've popped a like on this and make sure you've subscribed. I know I've already asked you in the beginning, but it goes a long way to, I'm sorry if you can hear this slapping, it goes a long way to pushing channel on a little bit more, and we like to see it, don't we, Max?
Yeah.
We do a little dance every time somebody else subscribes, don't we?
Yeah.
We got pizza, boy. We got pizza, boy. Finishing day off. 14-inch margarita chips. Me and Max are sharing. Gem's not allowed.
Table.
With a little table. Gem's not allowed any at all. She can't behaved. And that'll be my day done. Gem's not. I mean, she has behaved. She's been very well behaved.
Look.
But Gem's dieting. I start dieting tomorrow. So after today, this ain't been a blowout. That's one of those, I feel like that's one of the most pointless things that I see people do.
The pizza fits on the plate.
Just, it's touching all up sofa and all. Not a blowout, it has, but I wouldn't eat like this. I feel dirty. Is it good? So I'm going to wrap all of this up tomorrow. See what I weigh in the morning, tell you how I feel by the end of the day, see what my belly feels like and all.
Almost 191.
Oh, 195.7. Fucking hell.
Do it again, that can't be right.
Hang on, well, no, that's random because it's now 191.8. That's better, to be fair, innit?
Yeah, that's what I guessed.
Did you really?
Yeah, did you not hear me say about 191?
191.8. So, fun day. Wasn't really though, it was just eating more food than I felt comfortable eating, to be honest. I hope you had fun watching it though. I ended up gaining a couple of pounds there, right? And there's an element of that which, I see swings like that when I'm in a surplus anyway. However, what you can bet your bottom dollar on is the fact that I were about 1,000 calories up on my typical muscle building calories there. Now that level of surplus will go one way and one way only, and that is probably £2 in another couple of days, right? £2 the following week, and I'm £8 up over a month rather than £1 to £2, which I'd rather be. I didn't feel better for it. I didn't enjoy the day. I felt sluggish by end of day. Feel ropey day after from both an energy perspective and my belly. Yeah. Do you know what were overkill, to be honest? Pizza were such overkill, but I used to do that. If we were getting a takeaway, or if I'd had a long day at work, this is probably it. If I'd had a long day at work, we'd had a lot on, let me get a pizza. And I tell you what, because I'm bulking, I'm going to have 14-inch and I'm going to eat it to my sen pizza. I'm going to eat it to my sen. And I'd get halfway through it, be fucked, and then force other half in through boredom, through silliness, whatever. And it's no wonder I'd be getting sloppier as the bulk went on because I'm making silly decisions like that. So there's stuff for you to learn out of that. Hopefully it's just been entertaining to watch it across my day. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment below if you've enjoyed this, lads. And as always, if you're a dad that wants to get in better shape than ever before, stay there and keep improving on it, please make sure you do subscribe because 1, it matters to me. 2, it'll mean that you get videos like this that are probably going to be helpful to you, that will help you piece it all together within dad life. And I appreciate it. So thanks a lot. Speak to you soon.